Hariom Padmaji. Let us
Hari
today
Om.
contemplate 10.12 and 10.13.
Yes, sir.
Can you please stand?
Yes, sir. Arjuna uvaca param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusam sasvatam divyam adidevam ajam vibhum ahus tvam rsayah sarve devarsir naradas tatha asito devalo vyasah svayam caiva bravisi me.
Very nice.
Arjuna said, "You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest. All the great sages, such as Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa, confirm this truth about you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me."
Very nice. So it seems as if like Arjuna is praising Krishna. There are few shlokas where Arjuna speaks, and this is one of those, or two of those. And it seems as if he's praising, having come all the way from the first chapter to the 9th chapter. He has started seeing the wonderful nature of Sri Krishna. So he seems to be praising. So what does it mean to you and me? How do you relate to this particular shloka? What is the practical application of what is Arjuna saying here to you? Who would like to begin first? Yes, Rupaji.
Here Arjuna is accepting that Krishna is the Supreme Godhead. He is only the Paramatma, and he has heard this from great sages like Narada, Vyasa, and all. And in this shloka, he says that the Krishna himself is also saying that he is the Paramatma. In the previous chapters, we have seen that Krishna talks about himself. He gives knowledge about himself. And Arjuna says that he accepts that truth.
So one is, it's indicating that Arjuna has opened up.
Yes, and we also do this. We must have heard many things about one person, and when we meet him or when we have some when we experience things with that person, we come to know that what we have heard is yes, actually it is true.
Excellent. So what does the Parama Atma mean to you? Paramatma mean to you?
The best of the Atmas.
Best of the Atmas. So in this particular shloka, there are so many Paramas, right? Param Brahma, Parandama. So like that, Para. So you may also have heard about Parashiva, Parashakti, Paramatma.
I think para means another.
Para means?
Para means another.
Para means another. Okay. Have you heard about Aparavidya and Paravidya?
I've heard, but I don't know the meaning.
Okay. All right. So Aparavidya is knowledge of the outside world. Paravidya means Knowledge of the self.
Okay.
So here, para brahma, parandhama. Dhama means what?
Home.
Home. So why is it said as the param, kind of like ultimate?
Because that is all the soul's actual home where we have to go.
Means what? Is it a place? What does it mean to go to home?
Being one with God, maybe after moksha.
So which means that there is some kind of a phenomena called moksha, and then is oneness with the God. So then what is this moksha?
Moksha is freedom from the cycle of birth and death.
Are you right now in Parandhama or not?
If actually I'm not in Parandhama, but when yoga happens with God, I think that is when we can feel something like that.
So what does it mean? When yoga happens. So let's go a little more deeper. What does it mean? For example, okay, when will my hunger go away? When I eat the breakfast you're making. So there is like that, there is something to be done in order to remove something. Like that, what does it mean to yoga happens?
Yoga, when we are doing any activity and our mind is filled with God, and when we are one with God, when we experience that, that is what I feel is yoga.
Okay. So whenever you're doing something where there is oneness that you feel with God.
Yeah.
So what does it mean to feel oneness with God?
Oneness.
Right now, you are sharing some insight about this shloka. Is this oneness with God or not?
Yes, it is.
How it is oneness with God? Okay, let's take another example. Let's say after this, you may have to do breakfast. You may have to prepare the breakfast and offer it to your family members. Is it oneness with God?
Yes, when I consider everyone around me, as divine, and when I do it with the love for them, there is oneness with God, and it is like feeling that I'm the
right. So feeling that you are,
I'm doing something for God only.
okay. So when you are doing anything like that, then you are saying you are one with God. So and that is ultimate abode, Parandhama.
Yeah.
Then what do we mean by only, when moksha happens? It's as if, there is something to happen till then, you're not one with God. But now you are only saying that right now also you're one with God. When you're doing breakfast also you're one with God. So what does it mean? Is there a contradiction in what you are saying?
No, I think after moksha means physically we get rid of this cycle of birth and death, and we no more take any birth. And now we have this body. Even in this state also, uh, we can be one with God through yoga.
Okay, so the idea of moksha you are saying is it's a physical end.
Yeah.
Okay. So when does anything physically end? So for example, let's take this book. Okay. Let's say this book. Now, is it a physical thing right now?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's say I take some fire and burn it. Now, is it physically gone?
No, actually it turns into ashes, and the matter is still present in another form.
Then how can ever be possible that something physically goes away? Because we know that that's a cycle of life. Things are always constantly transforming, but there is no end to it.
But physically, when our body dies,
Yeah.
and it will take take another birth. But yeah, one who attains liberation, I have heard that they will not take in birth anymore. So,
Meaning what? Who is that one who is saying, I will not take birth? So the concept of moksha or the liberation is usually understood as death, physical death, isn't it? But is that the right way of looking at it? So, for example, in your deep sleep, are you even aware whether you are dead or alive?
no.
But are you there?
Yeah.
How do you know you are there?
No, actually, in deep sleep, we will not know anything, but we'll be there. Only after coming to the waking state, we can tell that, yeah, we were there.
I am there, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's take another example of your dream state. In your dream, let's say you're flying and you're suddenly falling from the mountain. And then when you wake up screaming, do you still keep on worrying about your dream?
I know.
So whatever the dream character that fell from the mountain is now dead, isn't it?
Yes.
But are you dead?
No.
But the feeling of worry that you had while falling during the sleep, during that dream, there was an anxiety, oh, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling.
Yeah.
But that vanished as soon as you woke up.
Yeah.
How did it vanish?
Um, Once in the waking state, I started feeling safe.
Correct. How did the sense of safety come?
I realized that it was just a dream.
Just a dream. Now can I say that you got liberated from the bondage of the dream character?
Yeah.
Then, in a similar way, can you, when you notice your life in the waking state, and when you realize what is changing and what is unchanging within you, can it also be said as liberation? Because now you got liberated from the dualities of the life. Because in life, there is something called as a good and bad coming, right and wrong coming. Something comes and goes. And there's a constant cycle of change happening even in your waking state, isn't it?
Yeah.
How your waking state is any different from your dream state? Is it at all really different? In dream also, you have characters coming and going, and so many situations happening. In your waking state also, characters coming and going, so many situations happening.
Can you please repeat the question, Vijayji?
The question is your waking state really different from your dream state? What is happening in the dream state? So many situations are happening. You're flying, you're falling, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But when you wake up from the dream, you know, oh, that was just a dream. But what was happening during the dream? Changes. People were coming and going, situations were coming and going. So many, sometimes very nice things happening, sometimes nasty things happening, whatever, but what happening? Constant change. And you were there. And when you woke up, you realized, oh, it was just a dream. What is dream? During the dream, it felt very real. But what is dream for you, for the one who was woken up? Oh, it was just some changes. It really did not happen. That's how we define dream, isn't it?
Yeah, in that sense, I think both are the same only. It is not different because things will happen, people will come and go always.
So then how come this is not a waking up from the waking dream? How come that is not liberation?
What is waking dream, Vijayji?
Right now. What is waking dream? Right now, there are so many things that are coming your way. Sounds are coming, sights are coming, smells are coming. All are coming and going. But you, the one who is noticing all this, you are not coming and going, are you?
You mean the real self?
Who is that real self?
The soul.
And who is that? Who is the one who is answering my question now? Who is the one who is answering all these questions? Who is the one who is interpreting right now? Who is that?
It is the body.
Can the body answer by itself? Then I should be able to go to a dead body and make it answer. I should be able to ask a dead body, what's your name?
Person in the waking state.
Yeah, even in the waking state, you see dead bodies even in the waking state only.
No, the person who is answering is the person who's got that jnana in the waking state. That whatever happened in the dream was just a dream.
Correct. But so Rupaji's question is, who's answering is a body. Then I should be able to go to a dead body and get an answer. Because the body should be able to answer, no? Is the question clear, Rupaji? So can the body really answer?
Yeah, but
Okay, let me ask the question in a slightly different way. So now, the whole of this body is Rupa? The whole of your body is Rupa?
yeah, but I understood what you meant. The answer to this question is body, mind, and intellect of.
Yeah, okay, now let's take the next step. Okay, can the mind answer by itself? Does the mind know how to answer? What is that?
It should have the intellect.
Okay, let's say intellect. So where is this intellect? Can the intellect ever answer by itself? What is that you're calling as intellect? Where is that? What is that you're calling as mind? Where is that?
Mind does not have a physical form. It is collection of thoughts.
But you're giving it the mind. You're giving the mind its own existence and its own capacity to answer. Is that the reality? can your mind by itself think, by itself do things, and you have no control? Will suddenly your right hand wake up and start slapping your cheeks?
No,
Will that
there
ever
should be
happen?
coordination between all the three.
So who is the one who's coordinating all the three? Who's the one who's directing them?
The self.
So then who are you?
I am also Atma.
Same Atma who's coordinating your body, or some other Atma?
No, the same Atma.
So then there is no difference. It's the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then who are you truly?
Truly, we are the Atmas. Sorry,
How
I am
many
the
of you are there inside you?
I am the Atma.
So if you are the Atma, what does Atma means? What does Atma mean?
Atma is a part of God only.
Yeah, but what does it mean? Is it some shape, form? What does it mean? What does the word Atma mean to you? You're saying I'm Atma. I'm asking, what does it mean to you?
My real self.
Meaning what? Is it some shape, form? What is it? Is it some idea? What is it?
No, it does not have any shape or form. Like Paramatma only. It does not have any shape or form.
So you are the one who actually has no shape or form.
Yeah.
But you're flowing through this instrument called body. So there is a name being given, Rupa. So who is really Rupa then? Are we referring to your body as Rupa?
Yeah.
For the time being, that is how it appears like. But which Rupa are we referring to? See, if you bring your childhood photo, and if you bring your teenage photo, and if you bring your today's photo, and if I go and give these three photos to some stranger, they may not even know that they are the same person. Correct, no?
Yeah.
But you, if I give these three photos to you, you will say, oh, it is me only, it is me only, it is me only. How come? How did you recognize, and how did the stranger not recognize?
Because I have experienced the life.
Something in you is not changing, no? Let's take an example. Let's say you're standing in a bus stop. Somebody comes to you and says, Madam Ji, did that bus number 10B go? When can you answer that question?
If I was present at the time the bus passed.
Excellent. Then only you can say, oh, 10B went or 10B didn't go. Likewise, when that little child photo or little child body was happening, you were there. When the teenage body was happening, you were there. When the adult body was happening, you are there. In all these, you are there. You are the constant. And that you is the one who is recognizing, that is Rupa's body. Oh, this is also Rupa's body. This is also Rupa's body. But otherwise, I cannot say the body is Rupa. See, for example, I have 4 legs and a platform on top, wooden platform and wooden legs. What do I call such an object? Table. Yeah. So now let's say I take a knife and I cut those 4 legs away. Now what do I call that object?
It will just be a platform, wooden platform.
Right? I'll just call it a wooden plank. So what is that is happening? When the forms are changing, we give a different name to the form. But here the form is continuously changing. If I look at your childhood photo to your teenage photo to adult photo, so much of drastic difference. But still, You keep referring as, no, 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 this is Rupa, this is Rupa, this is Rupa, this is Rupa.
Because our real self will be witnessing whatever is going on.
So who is that real self who's witnessing this change? Who is that within you? Is it separate from you? Who is the one who is able to say, this is also Rupa, this is also Rupa, this is also Rupa?
It is a Sakshi.
And who are you? That must be you, no?
Yeah.
So you, because you are nameless and formless, for now, you've taken the name called Rupa. So when I say Rupa, I'm not really referring to the body. That is another name for now, which is expressing through this body for the Sakshi. So the nameless and the formless is currently visible to me in the name and the form called Rupa. And I'm able to interact with that in the name and the form as Rupa. So are you ever away from your true self? Are you ever away from your true self?
Are you means whom you are referring to, Vijayji?
Excellent. So whenever I feel I have to get mukti, then somebody else must have come into the picture, no? Who feels that I'm away from my true self. That's why the one who's away from the true self is asking, I have to merge with the God. I have to become one with the God, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who is that? Who is that? Where is that? Where is that entity? That's what Ramana Maharshi says. Keep asking, who am I? Who is the one who's having all these questions? Who is the one who's saying that I have to merge with God? To merge with God means what? You must be separate. If I take Kaveri, at Talakaveri, there is so much of distance. Talakaveri will say, oh, I have to merge with Indian Ocean. So it is away. Is the feeling, I'm away. So I have to merge.
Okay, I understood what you said. You meant that it is just our feeling that we are not one with God, but we are actually one with God.
Isn't it?
Is that okay? Huh?
Please examine that. Isn't the only veil between you and God is your feeling, your thought, your deeply held conditioning, deeply held belief that I'm separate from God.
So what needs to be done here is we have to drop that feeling. Only then the realization will happen.
That is ultimate realization. That is liberation. Liberation is you will not become something else. Liberation is you find the mukti from the wrong thought, a limiting thought.
Okay.
Another way of telling it in the story form is they found a beggar in front of a temple and he kept on saying, give me 5 rupees, give me 5 rupees. And the minister of that place was passing by. He saw this beggar, he saw some mark on his hand, and he recognized that that is a long lost prince of this state. He went to him and he said, oh, we've been searching for you, prince. Please come. It is high time that we have no king, and now you will be made the king. And now he is Christianed as the king. He is now made the king of this whole country. Now will he still sit and beg, give me 5 rupees, give me 5 rupees?
No, no.
Was he ever not a king?
No, he was a king only.
Just that he did not recognize. He never put the question. He always thought he's a beggar. For that matter, in life, that is how roles are played. Somebody, why are they? You see, some people, put so much of heart and soul into begging because they have gotten into the habit of begging. They've gotten into the feeling that I'm a beggar. Somebody becomes a boss because they've gotten into the habit of becoming a boss. Somebody always, have you seen how politicians have to be treated? If you invite them to some event, some people have to hold their car door. Some people have to say, please come, please come, please come, please come. They have to put on the red carpet. Some 10 people have to stand there. Oh, clap, clap, clap. Then only they feel that they have arrived. If nobody opens their door when they come to an event, if nobody welcomes them, if somebody says, okay, you please go and sit there, third row, they will feel totally destroyed. What is destroyed there? The feeling that I am a politician and I have to be treated in a certain way is destroyed. So essentially, what is blocking them in mingling with that event is the blocking is their own identity, their own thought process that I am this politician. I have to be treated this way. And that is called as the ego. Ahankara in Sanskrit. Aham akara. You know who I am? You know what great things I have done? You know how stupid I am? You know how incapable I am? You know how good they are? You know how bad they are? All this is stemming from an identification to certain behavior pattern. And I get connected with those behavior patterns and I say, I am that. How angry I get when they speak. I get so irritated so easily. I get so sad so easily. So whatever is changing, I have got connected to the changing and I've taken those forms. So the formless me have gotten connected to the forms. Where are the forms? In the mind. And I feel that is who I am now. Are you a mother, Rupaji?
Yes, Vijayji.
Were you a mother 30 years back?
No.
But now if I ask you, are you a mother? You will proudly say I'm a mother.
Yeah.
Are you a good mother or a bad mother?
Good only.
Now if I say you are a very bad mother, it will hurt you so much.
Yeah.
But 30 years back, it wouldn't have hurt you at all. Mother,
Yeah.
what is mother? You'll be wondering. If I said you are a bad mother, okay. You're a good mother, okay. You have no problem. But today, bad mother, you will probably come and slap me. So you see, an identity that never existed came into your mind, and now you're deeply connected with that identity, and now you are ready to say things based on that identity. Nothing wrong with that. But you have to recognize, isn't it, that that identity is not a permanent identity. You are not a mother 30 years back. You are not a wife 30 years back. When you were born, did you know you are an Indian?
No.
You've taken up the identity now called an Indian.
Yeah.
Were you a Hindu when you were born?
No.
No, now you've taken that identity. Were you a girl when you were born?
Yeah. No.
You didn't know. The people around you
People
taught
around.
you. Ah, you are a girl, you are a Hindu, you are an Indian. You should do this, you should not do this. This is good, this is bad. Is this how girls are supposed to be? All of this was given to you. Some you accepted, some you did not. What you accepted, you said, this is how I will be. Is sari a nice thing to wear, Rupaji?
Yeah.
If I go and tell this to an American, she may laugh at it. She may say, no, no, no. Skirts are the most comfortable things.
Mm.
Is idli the best food to eat or burger the best food to eat?
Idli.
Again, to an American, if I go and say idli, he doesn't even know the taste of idli. He doesn't even know. For him, all his life, he's been eating burger. For him, burger feels like the right, best choice. He will say, you know what all I can do with burger? He will start telling you, he'll start advising you why you should not be eating idli. Is vegetarian food the right food or the non-vegetarian food?
Vegetarian.
Because you have learned to deal with it like that, life. An American, all his life he's been eating beef and mutton and chicken and whatever. He will say, no, 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 I will give you 100 reasons. See, protein, some nonsense he'll come up with and advise you why non-vegetarian is the best food. I'm not saying that which is best or which is not best. I want you to see how we get into stories of life. And we get connected with the stories of life and we become the characters of the stories of life. So the fundamental question I want you to ask is, am I the character that I'm playing? Are you the character that you're playing? Mother, wife, daughter, Indian, Hindu, whatever it is. Are you that?
Yeah, no, I'm not really that.
So you are for the time being enjoying the drama called life. And in that drama, you've taken some role called mother, daughter, Indian, Hindu, whatever. Teacher, student, whatever may be the role. Boss, servant, whatever may be the role. As long as you realize you're playing the role in a drama, for example, in a drama, let's say somebody comes and tells you, Rupa, you have to play the drama and you are that beggar. Will you feel sad that they gave you the role of a beggar? Will you feel sad that you're a beggar? You look at how to be the best beggar, no, for the drama. Because your friend says, Rupa, I know you. When you say some things, no, Rupa, it touches the heart. Please be a good beggar. How will you be a good beggar, Rupa ji, in a drama? You will try to look at, what's the best way to plead and, make sure that people are crying when you're begging, isn't it?
Yeah.
But will you continue to be a beggar even after the drama?
No, actually we are so engrossed in our lives and we have got involved into our character so much that we actually forget our real self.
So that forgetfulness, coming out of the forgetfulness is the liberation. Realizing that I am that formless, shapeless, nameless. For our transactional purposes, for our conversation purpose, what is being referred as Atma, I am that. Tat tvam asi. I am that unchanging. And because I'm unchanging, I can notice all the changes. And that is my true home. My true home is my self-nature. In my self-nature, there is no division. When I am in deep sleep, there is no mind. So there is no division. So there is no up and down. How long were you in deep sleep? Can you tell me?
No,
No way to answer that.
yeah,
But you just still make up a memory. You look at the, you will say, hey, look at the time. Okay, it is 10 o'clock. I went to sleep. Or now it is 4 o'clock. I slept for 6 hours. You just make up a story. But can you truly say how long you were sleeping?
no. The way we feel after the sleep, after we wake up from the sleep, from that we can say that we had had a nice sleep.
That's all. But how long? Is there time in the deep sleep?
No.
There is no time. See, kala tita, beyond time. Gunatita, beyond all names and forms. That is your Shuddha, your pure nature. So truly, you are blemishless. You're pure. When you're playing the role of a beggar, are you a beggar?
No.
When you're playing the role of a king, are you a king?
No.
You're playing the role called king.
Yeah.
But you are not that role.
Mm.
So your true home is within you. And you are already in your true home. Recognition is the one which creates a distance. Not recognizing is the reason why I feel I have to do something to go there. What do I really have to do to go there then?
Realize.
Correct. And how do you realize? How do you realize?
Mm.
So there are two pills. Sadguru Seva Satsanga, Shravana Manana Nididhyasa. Because realization means what? It is already you are that, and you have to contemplate and realize that. Have you read Brahma Jnanavali? Have you seen Brahma Jnanavali?
No.
Okay, there is one particular shloka in Brahma Jnanavali.
Sir, could you share this in the group today, please?
Brahma Jnanavali? Yeah, it has already been shared, but I will share it again.
Yeah.
Rupaji, can you read this? Whatever you feel comfortable with. If you comfortable in reading Sanskrit, English, or whatever.
घटकुत्यादिकं सर्वं मृत्तकामात्रमेव च मृत्तिकामात्र एव च तद्वत् ब्रह्म जगत् सर्वम् इति वेदांत Dindima.
Dindima means, have you seen? In olden days, they used to carry one thing and they used to beat. And they used to announce things.
Yeah.
Dindima.
Okay.
Yeah. So what does it mean?
The pot, wall, etc. are all nothing but clay. Likewise, the entire universe is nothing but Brahman. This is proclaimed by Vedanta.
When you look at the pot, when you look at the wall, you feel it is different object. But what is it truly?
It is, both are clay only.
When you look at your earring, your mangalya, your necklace, it feels as if it is different. But what is it truly made up of?
Gold.
All are nothing but gold only. Likewise, this entire existence is nothing but divine consciousness only. And that is who you are. Can you read this?
Yeah. Brahma satyam jagan mitya jivo brahmaiva na paraha anena vedyam satchastram
Satchastram.
iti vedanta dimdimaha. Brahman is real, the universe is mithya, ever changing, thus unreal. The jiva is Brahman itself and not different. This should be understood as the correct Shastra. This is proclaimed by Vedanta.
What does it mean to you?
That only Brahman is real. Everything else is unreal.
So in your life, everything is changing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That, baby Rupa, teenage Rupa, the roles, all are changing. So mithya, that is what is the understanding of mithya. Mithya means it is an ever-changing phenomena. A leaf, when it is born, is very small. It grows and then it starts decaying. So the outer form is continuously changing. So are you as a body. So is this world. Is there anything constant in this world?
No.
There is actually nothing in this world that is constant. And that's a beautiful statement. I love English for this reason. Please notice this statement. Nothing in the world is constant. So one way of looking at it is, when you look at the outside world, nothing in the world, meaning no object in the world, is constant. It is always changing. Now look at it the other way. Nothing in the world is constant. Who am I? I'm nothing. I'm not a thing. I'm no thing. No thing in the world is the only constant. So in a single statement, in this English single statement, nothing in the world is constant, you have the aspect of the changing and you have the aspect of the unchanging also. Nothing, no thing in the world is constant. You are no thing. You are no thing. And that is the only constant. And that is why you are able to see all the changes. You are that Sakshi. Please read this.
Antarjyotihi bahirjyotihi pratyakjyotihi paratparaha jyotirjyotihi svayam jyotihi atmajyotihi shivosmyaham. I am the auspicious one, the inner light and the outer light, the indwelling light, higher than the highest, the light of all lights, self-luminous, the light that is the self.
So you are that light. And this has to be realized through contemplation, through Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. So you have to listen to it. Then you have to contemplate on it. Where is this ultimate abode? Where will I go? Who is coming and going?
It is in our feelings.
Correct. And feelings are, so in a way, tell me, Are you alive, Rupaji? How old are you?
38.
But see, that is about your body. Which part of your body is 38 years old? Which part of your body is 38 years old?
My whole body is 38 years old.
Not really. You know little science. So your body is nothing but something that began with one cell, started splitting, became 2 cell, 4 cell, 8 cell. Like that, the mass of the body has grown. And every moment, you know how many cells are there in the body right now? Generally,
Millions are there.
Nobody really knows, but the rough estimation is about 100 trillion cells.
Okay.
Trillion means how many zeros? Any idea?
No.
About 12 zeros.
Okay.
That many. So what is really body? Body, in a way, you can think of it like a colony of cells. In this whole world, there are about 7 billion people. But in your own body, there is much more than that. Billion means 9 zeros. Trillion means 12 zeros. 100 trillion means 14 zeros. So just your body, and this is a rough estimation, by the way. This is the colony called body. And this colony called body, every moment, billions of cells are dying. In that place, new cells are coming. So they say, roughly in about 6 to 7 years, the whole colony of cells is replaced. Every cell. Your heart cell, your bone cell, your pancreas cell, your stomach cell, whatever is the body part, every cell in about 6 to 7 years, everything is a new cell. So tell me, which part of your body is 38 years old? It's all a very rough way of looking at life and saying, I'm 38 years old. Who is 38 years old? My body. Is my body truly 38 years old? No. This body is continuously changing. So, is there birth and death happening at this very moment, Rupaji?
Yeah.
So then, why do we keep saying that one day I will die? Who is the one who's going to die?
It is the body we are referring to.
And the body, is it going to die one day?
No.
It is constantly dying. It's constantly taking birth. At this very moment, there is death and there is life. That is why Ramana Maharshi says, in-breath is like life or birth, out-breath is like death. So every in-breath and every out-breath is life and death, life and death. And in between the life and death, there you are, one who is noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. Because the in-breath is not you, the out-breath is not you. You are the one who is able to notice the in-breath and the out-breath. And in between, when there is no in-breath and out-breath, there also you are. So you were there at the beginning of the in-breath. You were there during the in-breath. You were there during the transition from the in-breath to out-breath. You were there during the out-breath. You continue to be there. And you are that Sakshi who is noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. So you are that Sakshi who is noticing the play of this in-breath and out-breath. In-breath is prana. So when prana comes, life manifests. Prakriti manifests. You are that Shiva who is noticing the play of that Shakti. You are that Sakshi. the absolute truth. Absolute means what?
Exact.
Exact, something, nothing beyond that. Truth means what?
Truth is something that cannot be changed. It will remain the same.
Yeah. So tell me, what is in you that is remaining the same? Only you, as that awareness, is the unchanging, is the truth, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is why you're able to say, this is Rupa, this is Rupa, this is Rupa.
Yeah.
If you were also changing, you wouldn't have been able to recognize that as Rupa. So you must be unchanging. And you are the only truth you know without anybody having to tell you. Do I have to tell you you exist?
No.
That is why you are absolute, because you need no external confirmation that you exist. I don't have to come to you and ask a stupid question, Rupa, are you there? You know it by yourself. Self-evident. Because you know you exist. That is why you are eternal. You have no birth, no death, eternal. Transcendental. You're beyond all these changes. You're beyond the change. The one who is noticing the in-breath and the out-breath and the in-between. The one who is always present. Transcendental. Beyond all the changes. In-breath and out-breath are changes. Movement of prana is change. Movement of prana is the one which is manifesting the whole Prakriti. You are beyond that. Transcendental. You're transcending beyond all these changes. Original person. Here person is not the way we need to understand as a shape and form. It is a shapeless person. It is a person of all persons. It is a tree of all the trees. It is a bird of all the birds. So in that way, it is the basis of all the one that is coming and going. Unborn. You are never really born because you are the basis by which this body has come into existence. But you are beyond that. You are constantly there. I can kill your body. I can cut your body. But you as that formless, shapeless awareness, where can I cut you? Because you're not a thing, you're no thing. If you are a thing, I can destroy you. But you are not a thing. So you're beyond destruction. So you are the unborn, meaning beyond life, birth and death. The greatest. Because you are there, this entire instrument is coming into life. You are the highest principle. Without you in that instrument will not function, will not answer. But you have no problem associated with the instrument. You are like that electricity. Electricity comes to a fridge, makes the fridge cool. Electricity goes to a fan, makes the fan give air. But has anything happened to electricity? Nothing has happened to electricity. Is electricity the fridge? No. But without electricity, can the fridge work? No. Is all this making sense, Rupaji?
Yes, Vijayji.
Any points or questions you want to add?
No.
So then why is that Arjuna is saying that, all these other rishis also have said this about you? Why is there, okay, so in the first one he said, you are the greatest, you're the absolute, you're eternal. Okay, so he recognized, Arjuna has recognized his true nature in the form of Krishna. So he's saying that. But why is he talking about the second one? Others can also speak. Shailajaji, Padmaji, Sarananji.
Till this time, he had heard about the Paramatma through all these stages, but it was a knowledge. And the way I see it is like in this shloka or this moment, that the truth, the Paramatma himself is showing or like how do I say? He's getting the Vishwarupa darshan. He's seeing it now. Now he has reached a stage where he's going beyond the knowledge to like seeing the truth kind of thing. Till now, we attend the class, right? I'm attending the class, I'm hearing, and like everything is making sense to me, but it is still within that intellect domain of, yeah, there is Paramatma, and like I am this. This is what I should know. But then there is a moment where that intellect boundary breaks, and that's where I see that this shloka is coming. This situation is coming.
Excellent. But why should Arjuna refer to, see, even Narada, Asita, Devala, Vyasa, they all confirm this truth about you. Why should he talk about that?
Maybe till that time, they were the most revered the teachers, gurus, or bhaktas, all the highest in each. I don't know about Asita and Devala. This is the first time, but Narada is the way we see the highest in bhakti, and Vyasa in knowledge. Right? Maybe so he's speaking the highest in each area, saying these are the people who are considered to be the highest have said.
So what is the reason for that?
So you always when you want to explain something, if I give my own thing, people will doubt, and if I give a bigger teacher, then okay, they will take it a little seriously. But when I take the highest person in that, then with no doubt people will listen.
Excellent.
Right. So
let's say you go to a new city, say Mangalore, and you've heard so much about, let's say there is one ice cream parlor called Pabbas.
Yeah.
And you don't know where it is. You ask somebody, where is Pabbas? He'll point in some direction. And then you go there. Let's say, for example, there is no board, or the board is hold. Then you're not sure whether you're really in Pabbas or not. What will you do? You'll ask some 2-3 people around. All of them will say, the waiter will say, the owner will say, and the others will say, no, this is only Pabbas. Is this the one that others say, famous Pabbas in Mangalore? Yeah, this is only Pabbas. Now you are assured, I am in Pabbas. I should not go to some other Abbas and then sit there and then order ice cream, no? Because there they will not bring ice cream. Looks like they bring something else. So that's why I want to be sure. So by referring to all the great rishis, it is essentially setting the fact that truth has been always said by the great seers, and it's the same thing that you are seeing. Ekam sat vipraha bhauda vadanti. The truth is one, but the known and the ones who have realized it say it in slightly different ways. It's not the way they are saying is going to make it any different truth. Truth is the same, but the expressions are going to be different. Amma is still Amma when you call her as mother, when you call her as Ma, when you call her as Tai, when you call her as Avva. It's the same Amma that you are referring to. Tanni, water, Niru, same. But different languages, different stories, different ways of expressing it will come. And that is the realization Arjuna is having now. I've already heard it. Oh my God, it's always there. It's always been there right in front of me. I missed it. Oh, they also have said the same thing. Oh, it's like they say, after about 35 years, no, all boys turn out to be their fathers, all girls turn out to be their mothers. Till then, their mother and father is what they wanted to be running away from. In a sense that, they recognize some values in them that they used to keep on saying, Ayo, why do you keep on saying this? I don't like it. But then after some 30 years, they will see that, my God, I'm just my father. I'm just my mother. Shailajaji, you wanted to say something.
Yes, sir. So actually today we had a very good conversation and thanks to Rupaji as well. She has actually, I was there with her in the team, but after listening to this conversation, I came to know that she is so patient and she's so polite. And coming to this shloka, sir, actually I can relate this to Srimad Bhagavadgita scripture itself. As per we have come across so many great masters who have contemplated on Srimad Bhagavadgita, like Sri Shankaracharya, Madhvacharya, and Ramanujacharya. For them, it is spiritual teachings, and Sri Prabhupada, it is like a bhakti, and Mahatma Gandhi, it's a karma yoga, and as per Prabhuji, it is a Purna yoga. But only after joining these classes and learning this and applying in my own life, then only I realized the importance of this Bhagavad Gita. That's where I can replace this Narada, Devala, Vyasa, all these with great masters' names. And I can place myself here and what truth I realized from this by after applying, and a lot of changes happened in my life, and some ethics have come in my work. All this happened only truth. What I realized through this, I can easily relate to this shloka.
Excellent. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shailajaji. Padmaji.
Yeah, yes, sir. I think I completely concur with what Shailaja ji said now. Yeah, one thing is today a wonderful discussion. Thank you, Rupaji, for starting that question. I think we all go back and forth to that. It is coming back and then again thinking, reminding ourselves who we really are. As far as this shloka is concerned, I think the previous shloka to this talks about bhakti and surrender, where Krishna says that when he takes charge, then we completely become free, and for him to take charge, there has to be complete surrender and devotion, unwavering trust and faith in him, that that kind of devotion should be there. I feel then only that true surrender will come. And in this shloka, I think that surrender has finally like registered within Arjuna, that he finally agrees. I mean, till now, even for us, like Shailaja ji mentioned, we have been hearing all these stories of this great people from we were young, very young, probably in many households. It has been part of our culture. But then when the jnana truly comes to us, when we realize it for ourselves, I think then only it really makes sense, and we go deep into it. Otherwise, it's just some stories and nice things to hear. Oh, this is also possible like that, but we never think that we are also, we are the inherent part of it, and that is who we are. We don't realize that, I think. And when the grace is upon us, when his grace is there, I think then only all of us move towards that. His grace is there for everybody, but still, without that, we will not be able to realize this great teachings also, is what I feel. And that is what I think in this shloka, Arjuna finally realizes, and he accepts him completely. So that is where the Vishwarupa Darshana happens, I think.
Excellent.
That complete surrender, that is what the picture also that you have put depicts. So that is what comes to my mind, that only with true surrender and bhakti, we will be able to attain that. The highest that is us, is what I feel.
So that's where Vinay Guruji always says, when I don't exist, existence becomes real.
Yeah, definitely true, sir. I think we are all experiencing it in small ways in our life, but it has to become a constant reality. I think that is where we have to move towards.
And that is what, is the constant churning of the Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. As soon as a wrong thought comes, or a wrong thought means what? That which takes me away from the truth. Wrong not as in the worldly sense. Then I need to again and again go back. Who am I? Again and again. So in that way, there is sadhana. In that way, there is an effort. But effort is not going to get you something. Effort is just going to erase that or remove that mask. So when I am not present, I as in the ego, I as in who I am. So that I is the block. The only block is I. I am the one who is on the search, and I am the one who is the reason for the search to never end. So wonderful story of the salt doll, which wants to find out what ocean is. And the only way to find out the ocean is, it has to come to the shore of the ocean, but it has to take a dive into the ocean. Then only it knows what the ocean is. And when it dives into the ocean, where will the salt doll be? Shubhaji?
I have nothing more to add, sir.
Very nice. True. So the absolute reality is silence.
Yeah, self-realization.
I can say this session, the param session.
Yeah. And you start with this shloka on a different note, and you realize that it has a lot of other meanings to it. It's like really, you feel that, I don't know the word to say, but it's totally different. So you feel at the end of the session, you feel, oh, wow, what a session it was, and how the meanings can be different, how we started off and how it ended. And it feels good.
And that is what Padmaji referred as grace. It's always there. Like a kind mother, it's always there. But I have to open up. I have to say, Mother, I want to be with you. then mother embraces me. So we're constantly swimming in the ocean called grace. Very nice. So shall we end the contemplation?